Now, that doesn't mean I'm being fake or we're being fake, but like, I like to play around. I'm goofing around with everybody. And and because I'm always goofing, people could mistake that for, oh, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Hello.
Hello.
Fun fact, before we get started, I learned something about Scott today.
What'd you learn?
You can scare that guy with the door shut. You don't even have to be in the same room as him. You can be in a separate room and he will still jump and touch the ceiling.
Seriously, Scotty?
I mean, a scream is a scream is a scream. It doesn't matter where it's coming from.
He goes, high-pitched shriek.
There's a door between us. So it came
There's
across
no
as,
soundproofing here. It's like you're standing right there.
Please. It was very funny. And then he, holds his chest. I'm going to die. One day I'm going to die.
I was going to scare him in the bathroom the other day because I looked under the stall and I thought I saw your shoe, but I wasn't 100% certain. But what I was going to do is just slam my body against the metal divider.
And one time, Cubby down the hall, he literally scared the shit out of me. I was sitting in the bathroom, and he scared me so hard that I shit more.
Well,
Not
that's
kidding.
a natural body reflex.
All right,
Yeah.
toilet time.
Body
It's Scotty
punches and
B.
it squeezes it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh.
Anyway, what were you going to say?
No, that was it. I just Scott's something else, man. This guy. And then he tried to scare me back and it didn't work. And he was like, what?
He's not a good
Really?
scarer. He's a
Well,
good
you didn't even
scarer.
flinch. Nothing.
It's very difficult. And I'm not saying this as a challenge. It's very difficult to scare me where you actually see something happen.
Have you ever been frightened of anything?
I'm scared of everything all the time. I have the crazy imagination. I hear my ice maker at night. I'm like, something's coming to kill me.
Have you guys ever, in the middle of the night, you wake up, and I don't know if it's in my dream or if it actually happened, but you hear a loud bang or something?
Yes.
That happened to me last night. I heard I could have sworn I heard a bang, and I woke up, ready to take my clothes off and accost whoever's in my bedroom.
Now, was it a bang or were you dreaming about a bang?
That's what I don't know, but I could have sworn it happened in real life.
You know what's so funny? That's in the OJ documentary.
Yes.
Kato Kalin, who is staying in the guest house, when OJ apparently, I guess, came home, he heard a... And then the picture on the wall went to the side. He thought they had an earthquake. He was going around asking everybody if they had an earthquake, but I don't think it was an earthquake.
When we first moved into the house, that happened to me, and I heard something in the basement. I jumped out of bed in my tidy whities and no shirt, just underwear, and with a stun gun and a flashlight. And I went.
A stun gun.
I went into the
Please tell me
basement.
there's footage of this. Please, you film everything.
No, but I went into the basement with a flashlight and a stun gun in my underwear. It was the weirdest thing.
I can't even imagine Scott being like the dude who has to go investigate the sound.
Oh my
No.
God, he's the last person I'd want with me.
Gosh, Scott.
Did you have a question for the podcast?
Oh, I do. Okay, so I found this page and I love it because it just helps you get to know people a lot better. And it asks you all kinds of interesting questions. So I thought I could ask some of you guys
Okay.
some of these questions.
Here we go.
And they're actually not only me getting to know you, but us getting to know ourselves. Because I thought about some of these and was like, So I'll start with this. Which part of you, for everyone here, feels most misunderstood by others?
Oh.
Part of our body or part of
No.
our person?
Personality. Oh, sure, your body. What part of your body is misunderstood, Nate?
Well, all right.
Okay,
Yeah.
Restate the question.
I got one.
Okay, which part of your identity, we'll say, is most misunderstood by others?
Okay, may I go first because it just came right to me?
Yeah.
My intelligence. People think I'm stupid. People think I'm uneducated just because sometimes of my mannerisms and the way I act. But I was a straight A student. I'm more educated than you know. My vocabulary isn't as big as some of yours. But
It's the use of the word big.
big. Thank you.
Or episcopal?
Episcopal. Sometimes I mispronounce things because,
We all do.
I am a font of knowledge in a lot of different areas, and I've never flexed on you guys ever.
Oh.
So
That's nice of
But
you.
I think that's because I kind of deal with it as well. That's the character you and I play.
that is correct.
There is the Nate on the show versus the Nate at home. There's
Correct.
the Scary on the show versus the
Yeah.
Anthony at home.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean I'm being fake or we're being fake, but like, I like to play around. I'm goofing around with everybody.
Yeah. You
And
emphasize
and because I'm always goofing, people could mistake that for, oh, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. I also think if you were truly an idiot, you wouldn't have been able to keep this job for as long as you have.
Fair enough.
I don't.
Correct.
Well, wait, let me think.
Hey, now.
Not you. I'm just thinking of other people. Danielle, do you have an answer?
I think it's how loud I am. It's like sometimes people are like, "Oh my gosh, could you believe this?" So, but it's where I grew up. That's the area I'm from. We were all loud. That's how we communicated. It's how we communicated our love to each other. Like, I don't know. So I think a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, she just needs to control it." But that's me. I'm just. I don't know. I think a lot of times it's misunderstood for maybe me being brash or me just being like in your face, and that's really not what it is all the time.
Well, as somebody that sits right next to you, you do have a lot of volume.
You know what? On that topic, so I do my podcast in this studio. I don't let people sit at your mic.
Oh, you don't?
For multiple reasons, but the engineers have turned it down.
Oh yeah. They have to.
So when somebody comes in at a regular level, you can't hear them. I have to adjust all the volume. Like,
because
don't sit
I'm
there.
louder than everyone.
Yeah.
Mine is turned up because sometimes the guests speak softly, and Danielle's is turned way the F down.
It's so funny. And that one where Scary's sitting, that's the loudest one. That thing comes in hot.
Yeah. Coming in hot.
Coming in hot, baby.
Yeah.
All right,
so
Nate.
Ask the question to Scotty B.
Okay, Scotty B. Which part of your identity is most misunderstood by others?
I think it has to be my sarcasm. I think it makes me come across as a big giant dick
Asshole.
to people that don't know me. Because I'm incredibly sarcastic and I try to make a joke out of everything, sometimes in the wrong situations.
I feel like you should really emphasize the try there.
Well,
try real hard.
Yes, but I just I think that's what it is. I mean, I think that I'm a genuinely jovial, nice person for the most part. But I think if I try to make a joke out of something or my sarcasm makes me look like a dick. So I think that's what's most misunderstood. And for people that I meet right away, I shouldn't be like that, but it's hard for me to not.
I remember when I first met you, I did think you were an asshole.
Yeah. Most people do.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
No,
You
I
really
was
thought he was an asshole?
Oh my God, he was so mean to me. So it was when I first met all of you guys, and I was hanging out in his studio, just the two of us. He would not speak to me at all. I tried to talk to him a couple times, and he was like, I'm busy. Like, totally blew it off.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't care at all. You told me later. I figured you were just one of like a million people coming through, so I didn't really give a shit to get to know you. I was like, I know.
Did I say that?
So mean.
See, I'm so sorry.
That was a dick. But it's fine.
That's not me, though. That was probably a bad point in my life.
No, it wasn't. Well, what do I know about bad points in your life? I have no idea.
Scotty's always in a bad point in his life.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Yay!
Oh, one rare exception right there.
I'm happy you're not. That's great.
Thank you.
Nate,
Okay, the question being,
which part of your identity is most misunderstood by other people?
so it's changed. I think recently, I mean, it used to be the joke. I was so into myself, my appearance and stuff.
Yeah.
I really don't care anymore. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I don't care about what I wear. I don't care what my hair looks like. I don't care.
What people think of you?
I don't really. And honestly, it was after the strokes because, once you almost don't have a life, you really don't care about some things that used to be so, as you look back, superficial. And thinking back, why did I waste so much time thinking about that and putting so much effort into it? Because it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. So I'm not as into myself as some people might be led to believe.
Led to believe by you?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Exactly.
Yeah. I see everybody's point.
You?
Yeah. Oh.
What about you?
Ugh.
Use.
I think everything about me is misunderstood to Danielle. No. I think that growing up with immigrant parents, they always would say to us, the one commodity you never get back is time. Don't waste people's time. And sugarcoating gives you cavities. So if you have something to say, just say the thing. It's actually kinder in the long run if you don't like something to end that thing, whether it's a relationship or you're working on an idea and it doesn't work for you. I think sometimes what I believe in my head is saving people time and effort and all kinds of whatever it is. I think people interpret it as me being an asshole, where in my head I'm like, I was actually trying to be really nice. Like I don't, when I write emails to people, I don't fluff it up with a whole paragraph of, hey, I hope this email finds you well and you had a great weekend and blah, blah, blah. I'll just write whatever the sentence is because I don't want to waste your time with fluff because we'll never get time back. But I know that there's definitely this notion that I'm an asshole. And I think that a lot of times what I perceive to be me being nice or considerate of somebody and their time, other people take as me being a dick.
I think once you explain it, it makes total sense.
Yeah.
But without that explanation, of course you're going to be an asshole.
Yeah.
But with the explanation, my God, you're doing everybody a favor.
Right.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
People don't take it that way.
Yeah. I think you need to have the disclaimer.
Yeah, but that takes time.
It does. I'm taking your time by explaining to you that I'm not
Yeah.
wasting your
Takes
time.
time.
And even if it's, for the most part, if it comes to dating somebody and you realize pretty early on, I don't really feel this, don't string someone along. Tell them that's not what you feel.
You've had deep conversations with everybody here.
Yeah.
And you've said some things to me where it's blunt, but then you realize, wow, I needed to hear that. Because when you sugarcoat something, you don't get the point.
I can always come to you for a dose of reality for sure.
See, I don't mean to be a dick. I swear
No,
to God.
no, it's not taking.
I'm trying to say the opposite here.
yeah.
Like when you sugarcoat something and you dance around it, people don't get the message.
Yeah.
But when you say something matter-of-factly, sometimes people need to hear that. And I know you've said some things to me. Wow, I needed to hear that.
Well, I hope it wasn't interpreted as being a dick because I
No,
promise.
no,
Okay, good.
no.
No, I get what you're saying, but
It
I'm saying at
never
the
is.
moment, whatever it was at the moment, even if you needed to hear it, I hope that you weren't like, damn.
No, that's the point I'm trying to make is, God, sometimes you need to hear it like that. Because so many other people sugarcoat shit. They dance around it. You don't know what they're trying to say. And then so you're left in this limbo world.
You do a shit sandwich, Nate.
Oh
Like
my
you,
God.
you
Right.
It's
love
like a
shit
double-decker
sandwich.
shit sandwich.
And
Don't
God,
shit sandwich.
don't
Just
ever
present it.
apologize. We've had these talks before too, and then as you're getting out of my car, you're like, I don't mean to be a dick. I'm like, no, don't do that. Don't say that. That negates the whole thing. No, you're not. I totally get it.
Every person in their life needs that friend that
Yeah.
just says it like it is.
That's how I feel about Lisa, Froggy's wife, Lisa. I know she's the friend that she's not gonna coddle me.
Yeah,
If
she said shit to me
Yes,
before.
I'll call her and I'll go, Lisa, put on your big girl pants. Let's do this. And I'm like, oh shit, all right, but I need that. She's the person in my life that does that the most.
Yep.
And in turn, I will say, because we all see the world through our lens, I don't interpret people being assholes to me that probably are trying. Because I'm like, oh, cool. You just gave me an answer and move right on. And I want feedback that is honest. I
Right.
don't need you to sugarcoat it. If you don't want me to go somewhere, tell me you don't want me to go.
Yeah.
And tell me why. But don't waste my time with, we'll think about it. Or maybe let me reach out and get back. Just tell me no, please. It's fine. I hate that. But yeah. Interesting.
I love that question.
It's
I
a
hope
good question.
everybody today answers that to themselves.
Or at least thinks about it.
And yes, exactly. Yeah.
Was that our sign off there? That's it? All right, no.
Maybe this is it.
Talk about reading between the lines. Yes, Scary, we are done.
Dunzo.
Woo!
I'm telling you, I'm not that stupid.
No, you just don't pay attention.
But you're with me. That didn't seem like that was the end of the podcast,
Wow.
right?
By the way, that is
That's
a great line to
hilarious.
end the
That's-
podcast
yeah.
on.
I'm not
I'm not
that
that stupid.